Welcome everybody. So we have now 2 p.m. I really welcome you warmly to this expert session. I'm really happy to have so many people here. So I'm really excited. So my name is Phuc Tran. I'm from CoreTechnologie team. I'm working for this company since 2011 and focusing on the application and sales. So today we are going to speak about innovation of additive manufacturing software named 4D Additive. So yeah, so let me start. I hope you had a good start in this Formnext 2020 Connect and hope everything is well at your side. So first of all, I would like to give you some words about the company, to give you a picture here, where we are sitting. So based in near to Frankfurt, close to Frankfurt, we are developing and providing CAD interface solutions like viewer and converter, and as well as printing software solutions to streamline your additive manufacturing and CIX processes. So we have more than 20 years experience in this area and have globally subsidiaries in France, in India, Italy, Japan, Ireland, and in the States, and have over 800 software customers and 30 software partners worldwide who had integrated our solutions in their software. So basically, we have 5 products. The first one is the 3D evolution for the CAD conversion with interoperability tools, 3D analyzer to view CAD models and to analyze them, as well as kernel IO to integrate in other solutions. And the next 2 solutions are for additive manufacturing. And now in this slide, I would like to give you only just a quick understanding where these software can be found. So first of all, as you know, design, pre-processing, AM process are the workflow. And in the AM design, well, if you have conventional designs, then and afterwards to be pre-processed for the AM printing, you can find convenient files from your conventional engineered models, based on attributes, based on features, and based on also analysis values like thickness checking or bounding boxes. Based on these values, the part finder gives you directly a filtered list from all your parts, which is convenient based also due to your 3D printer. And for the additive, which is today the main focus, let me say like innovations and new functions which has been integrated in this solution, is for checking quality of all the models, healing, positioning, nesting, optimization, all these stuff. And the most important thing is for you to know is that in the entire process, the native CAD formats will be used, and also all the exact BREP geometry. So that means you can be sure that the best in class quality can be used in this AM process. Afterwards, for sure, all these build processors needs the tessellation of the geometry, and this is what then will be exported. So that means the continuous process on exact BREP geometry and also the slicing can be exported in vector graphics. So basically, 4D Additive is a really easy to use AM software. So for data preparation based on this precise BREP geometry, therefore it is according to the CAD engineering standard. So in the same level as all the CAD systems. So therefore, you are able in this software to load all the native data from CATIA to Formnext due to SolidWorks or Inventor. You can do quality, real-time quality checking, and also analysis tools, dark modeling, hollow, and lattice functionalities. You can do texturings and support generations, 2D, 3D nesting, and slicing hatching. So today we will focus on specific functions here because to give you an overview, tomorrow in the same time, my colleague Shane will present you all the functionalities. And today I will focus on specific one because this is really interesting today, here based on CAD engineering standards. So that means you import your native file and we will check, the software will check for you if you have any faults or specific gaps between surfaces, if you have knife edges, twists, or free edges. So based on these BREP geometries, you will not have any deviations from the original model, and the geometry repair will be done fully automatically, as well as manual tools which can be used if all the failures are too critical. The modeling and offsetting tools are also available for you, and these bodies will be finally in the end closed solid bodies. These models are models which will be needed for the printing, and you can be sure that the quality is the highest one. One highlight in this software is the texturing tool. Based on the BREP model here, what you can see here of surfaces, split surfaces, you can choose the areas of surfaces where you want to create texturings for design matters or functional matters to increase the strength of the model. For example, you create some honeycombs or something to that the part is more stronger than before. You can predefine textures, as mentioned on the BREP. There are over 5,000 texturings available today, based on our collaborated company, Adobe Substance. And these editors are really parametric and easy to use. So you can quickly choose your texturing, and also you can do for serial batch production. You can create automatically incremental ID batch numbers on your parts, which will be now presented. So here in this case, now I would like to show you how really quickly to create a texturing on your BREP surface. Here, in the first step, you need only just to define your texturing area. Afterwards, here in this editable subsource texturing management, you can choose and parameterize your texturings. Afterwards, if you have projected this desired texturing, for example, this one here is a bull grain with stitches, you can modify it completely. That means you can scale it smaller, you can move it, and you can duplicate it. So you have a really lot of freedom to make your own texturing as well. And also the height of the leather, for example, can be set up. To be printable, to make the part printable, it's just only needed to create this tessellation model here. So it's really amazing to see here the bumps of the texturings, which is also can be felt with your hands, right? So now with this part here, I would like to demonstrate how easily to do the batch IDs. In this case, you need only just also in the previous clip to select your area and to say, okay, I need just write, for example, a number or a date or a name, and all the numbers will be incremented due to your X, Y, and Z direction. You are really flexible to set it up. Yeah, you don't need to have all the three directions. You can also do only just for one and write a datum or a name, or as well as your logo is possible. So you see here Core X 105, Roman 5, and this is 101, only just an example. And then afterwards, in the tessellation mode, you will have the branded texturings, your custom texturings inside of your all of your on your models. So here in this case, also in Y direction, you will see then the incremented X, Y, and Z letters. So this is a really interesting tool for creating such texturings. And all the models which has been imported in for the additive can be exported into a step file. In this all-in-one format, you can also save support structures if you are creating them and you want to go back to your PLM system, for example, to collaborate with other departments or to make simulations. And also, because STEP is an ISO norm standard, you can be sure that this is convenient for all your CAX systems and digital mockup processes. One another highlight, what I would like to demo you today is the lattice structures, because here in this case you have a lot of advantage if you are creating internal or external lattice structures. In case of technical applications or industrial design, you can you have the freedom to create, for example, these internal lattice structures. First of all, to make a hollowing, and then afterwards to choose a structure as you want. Yeah, so you have a lot of choice here in this case. The target is here in this case to have a better property. For example, to have lower weight, same strength. And thank you very much. I have seen your raised hand. I hope this is okay for you if we can do present or questions in the end of this presentation. So I think around about 10 minutes. So in this case, we will do also material savings afterwards, and you can be sure that the thermal distortion will be under control. Yeah. So let me show you in quick the massive zone analysis first, to see or to check where we have a lot of material inside, where heat distortion can be found. So in this case, with this algorithm, you have an effective analysis, and with different kinds of lattice structures, you are able to choose one which is convenient to your process. And if we are choosing honeycomb, then it could looks like this, where you can save a lot of material. So to be sure that the for example, if you are using powder bed technologies, then you can create also plugs, yeah, where you can take out the powder of the model. So this is a gyroid, which is a really nice structure, because here we have a more than 50% material savings, what has been achieved here in this case. So based on that file here, as in the previous video, the gyroid will be created really quick, because then you have this really lightweight model. If you check on the left hand, so the mass of 480 grams will be dramatically decreased to 260 grams. So in mass, in the left hand. So without edges view, so you see really the structure of this grid. So the nesting tool is a common, for sure, a common tool for AM tools, but to secure the automatic process, the collision prevention will be automatically activated, that you can be sure that no 3D models will be penetrated to each other. And the highlight in this tool is the intelligent part distance control. That means due to the heat distortion, yeah, the parts will be automatically, distance will be automatically increased by the material coefficient, what you can set up here in this tool. Additionally, also where a lot of good feedbacks are has occurred is that the material repartition in X, Y, and Z direction will be displayed in this software. Let me show you here the explanation of the intelligent part distance control. In the first step, for example, if we take HP multi-jet fusion, then it's recommended to have 5 millimeters distance part to part, but by the tool, it will be recognized that there is a lot of heat distortion here in this part, and therefore the tool is automatically increased in number by the coefficient. So you can be sure that the heat repartition will be good. So the next new function which has been integrated in for the additive is scaling and Z compensation. So in the newest version, you are able to make a rapid scaling of 3D models. You can print through, because this is for sure the Z compensation. This is definitely necessary, yeah, for print through of down-facing surfaces. And that works for all geometries with holes and features. And this is definitely easy and efficient configuration and easy to use. So let me going to show you a part of a turbo where you are able to scale the entire model, or only just a single direction. Yeah, in this case here in X, or in Y, or in Z. And what is also possible is to do writing a specific value in this box here, where you are really flexible, and in a parametric way you can change your model in this case. So this Z compensation is showing here in this case is shrinking the model in Z. And here in this case, we have an example here of a setting where you are also free to change the value. In this case, 0.8 millimeters. And if you see the red model on the blue one, which is original, and the red one is this modified model, then you see that here at the bottom we have this distance here, and also in the holes. So, and then after the printing, the model can be going down, let me say like that, and can be modified. Yeah, this is why the Z compensation is now also integrated in for the additive. To summarize the presentation, so basically these new innovations and technologies are necessary for this AM market, and the outstanding technology for CAD engineering standard is to be able to read CATIA NX, SolidWorks, STEP, and all these common CAD systems, which is integrated for the additive, also to ensure that you are able to precise BRAP geometries and also to export them for the printing and tessellation. This is one of the most fastest and easy to use AM software tool currently on the market, and these unique design possibilities by the texturing is really incredible, where you can do really quickly for all models what you have for interior in the car or in specific um, areas where you want to change your texturings, as well as not only just for designing, as well as for functional matters, to strengthen your models, for example. And this batch identification of printable parts, is also really beneficial to have if you have a really huge data set in your for example in your server, and you want to see which parts is printable based on specific values, attributes, which can be set up before in your process. So it's also a network functionality and program, which is not a cloud. Actually, it is more or less a standalone installation in your computers, but it is a network solution for you. So you can be sure that your parts is still secured in your network. And one of the outlook is in our development pipeline today is the integration of HP build processor. So that means that you are then able to connect our software directly to your HP printers, without to have any loss to be printed directly out of our software. So now we have I come to the end.